Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday again. These weeks are going by fast. So, hope you had a good weekend. I'll be anxious to talk to you about those in Zoom, and hope you had a good Monday and a good start to your week, the last week of April. That's crazy. So, I'm going to talk to you for just a little bit about your next Common Lit reading. It's called Sweet Difficult Sounds, and I am Desta is the author of this short story. She's a writer based in Washington, D.C. And Sweet Difficult Sounds is about a young woman who immigrates to the United States and struggles to fit in at school. So, immigration, I'm sure you've heard that word before. So, the main character in this story has come from another country into our country. So the skill focus for this lesson is like last week's. You're going to be thinking about theme and analyzing theme. So you're paying attention to big topics, big ideas that come up in this text. And just to remind you that a theme is something that we can take outside of the story and apply to our lives and to our world. So as you read, the main character is called Nothukula. I hope I'm saying that right. And what you need to pay attention to are her fears and challenges and what she learns through her experiences. Okay? So everything else is the same as last week. I'll put the same directions in Classroom. The only exception is that instead of talking about the discussion questions in Zoom, you're going to talk about those in Flipgrid assignments. Those will be assigned on Thursday. And I'm guessing from some emails I've gotten from you that you can't see the discussion questions on what you see in Common Lit. So I apologize for that for Laura's Keys assignment. I didn't know that you couldn't see the discussion questions. Okay, so a couple things here. You might be wondering why I have the RACES acronym up on the screen here, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. So I am really, really pleased at how many of you are doing your work and getting it in on time. My concern is that I think you can do a lot better than what you're showing me, especially in the written response to the, especially to the Laura's Key assignment, but in a lot of the written work you've done since we've been out of school. So I want to talk to you about a couple things. The written response last week for Laura's Key asked you to write a paragraph and provide 2 pieces of text evidence along with the paragraph number. In the directions in Classroom and the video I made for you, you were asked to write that response as you would a Newsela write. That brings me to RACES. So when you do Newsela write, you know you are supposed to RACES your response, and many of you didn't do that. So I'm going to put this document that you see now in Classroom with the Common Lit assignment, but I want to review what RACES is. So R is you restate the question or the prompt. A is you answer the question or the prompt in complete sentences. That has been a big struggle for many of you, and I'll talk about that in a second. You cite the text evidence, you explain the text evidence, and then you summarize your response. So that's all there is to it. It's simple. You guys have done it all year, but for some reason, many of you have sort of forgotten about doing that. So that's the RACES, and again, follow along exactly like this and your written response will be fine. Another thing too is many of you have forgotten about some basic grammar and mechanics in your writing. And this saddens me because I know you know how to do these things. Sentences begin with capital letters. Sentences end with end punctuation. Direct text evidence begins with a tag and is enclosed in quotation marks. The pronoun I is always capitalized, and a paragraph should be 6 to 7 sentences in length. Some of you are writing a big bunch of words, no end punctuation anywhere, no beginning capital letter. It's just a bunch of words. That's not a paragraph, that's not even a sentence. So I would strongly suggest you have your work proofread before you turn it in. So that's about it for me for today. I'm sorry to be a Debbie Downer and talk about what you aren't doing well when you are doing so many things well. So those of you who are doing things well, keep doing it. Those of you who need to step it up a notch, step it up a notch, because these are things that I know you know how to do. I know every single one of you is capable of showing me, I shouldn't say every single one of you because many of you are showing me your best work, but I know that those of you who aren't can show me better work. I know you are so much more capable than what some of you are showing me. If you have questions about what you're doing, send me an email. Look at the written response early so that you can get your ideas down as you're reading the story. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you in Zoom tomorrow. And if you have any questions about anything, as always, please don't hesitate to ask me. I hope you're enjoying the sunshine today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay, take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.